When the conversation turns to male enhancement or the desire to increase penile length, one of the most overlooked yet powerful aspects to address is not physical at all, it's psychological. The mind, our beliefs, and the way we perceive ourselves play a far greater role than many are willing to admit. In fact, the majority of insecurity men feel about their penis size often stems not from reality, but from expectations shaped by unrealistic societal standards. It's time to explore this deeper, because before we consider physical changes, we must first address the mental framework driving the desire in the first place. From a young age, boys are exposed to messages that create pressure around masculinity, power, and virility. In movies, locker room talk, adult films, and even offhand jokes in social settings, there's this unspoken idea that bigger is always better. Unfortunately, these messages plant seeds of doubt, even in men who fall within or above the normal range for penile size. Many men end up chasing an illusion, comparing themselves not to real, average men, but to exaggerated, carefully selected, and often surgically enhanced images they see online. The result, a distorted sense of self-worth and a constant feeling of inadequacy. Scientific research has consistently shown that the average erect penis size is around 5 to 6 inches, with some variations, of course, based on genetics and other factors. The majority of men fall within this range, but here's the truth. Most men who seek enlargement already fall within this range. Why? Because their perception, not their actual anatomy, is the issue. When you constantly compare yourself to outliers, you lose appreciation for your own body. And that's where the mind becomes your first and most powerful tool, or your biggest enemy. It's also essential to recognize that sexual satisfaction for both partners relies much more on emotional connection, confidence, technique, and mutual understanding than on size alone. Countless surveys and interviews with women around the world confirm this. When asked what they value most in a partner, the answer almost always leans toward attentiveness, passion, and communication, not size. Still, so many men base their self-worth on something they can't always change significantly. This mindset is toxic because it reduces a man's value to a number rather than his full presence as a partner. If you're someone who has ever felt insecure about your size, ask yourself this: where did that insecurity start? Was it something someone said? Was it something you saw online? Did someone you trust make you feel like you weren't enough? Often, the root lies in these external influences, not in any actual problem with your body. It's important to step back and analyze these origins honestly. That process of self-reflection can be painful, but it's also freeing. When you uncover the source of your self-doubt, you regain power over it. Now, let's talk about confidence. Confidence isn't about being perfect, it's about owning who you are. When a man walks into the bedroom with assurance, kindness, and genuine connection, it's powerful. That energy radiates. That's what partners feel. In fact, confidence alone can significantly affect the way others perceive your body, including your size. It might sound odd, but perception is deeply linked to energy. A man who's constantly worried about how he measures up creates tension, self-consciousness, and ultimately dissatisfaction. But a man who brings playful curiosity, focus, and openness makes the moment far more memorable regardless of inches. There's also something very important about body image and how we relate to ourselves in general. Men are taught not to talk about body insecurities. It's often brushed off, made fun of, or hidden behind humor, but these internal battles are real. Just because men don't talk about them openly doesn't mean they aren't suffering silently. And when we carry around shame, it affects every area of our life, from relationships to ambition to how we walk through the world. What we need is a shift in mindset. Instead of constantly striving for some unreachable standard, try appreciating what you already have. Focus on function, not fantasy. Does your body serve you well? Do you take care of it? Can you improve your stamina, your awareness, your communication? Those are areas where real change happens. Those are the aspects of your life and your relationships that actually matter. That's where fulfillment grows. Moreover, the belief that you're not enough can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you believe you don't measure up, you'll act in ways that reflect that belief. You might avoid intimacy. You might lose opportunities for love or deep connection. But if you shift your perspective, if you start from a place of self-respect and gratitude, you'll find that your experiences start to shift too. Confidence and presence are magnetic. Let's also not ignore how the industry has played a role in this insecurity. Pills, pumps, and dangerous surgeries are marketed aggressively to prey on men's fears. Many of these products promise miracles but deliver nothing, or worse, they cause long-term harm. And yet, because insecurity is such a powerful motivator, millions fall for it. But the truth is, these external solutions will never fill an internal void. If you don't work on the mental and emotional roots, no physical change will satisfy you for long. Real growth, real improvement begins inside. That doesn't mean you shouldn't pursue physical well-being, but it does mean that your mindset has to lead the way. Start by questioning the narratives you've been given. Start by accepting that you're more than just a measurement. Start by talking honestly with yourself, with trusted friends or partners, even with professionals if needed. Normalize these conversations. Normalize male vulnerability. That's how change begins. Remember, the greatest transformation any man can undergo is not just physical, it's psychological. It's the journey from self-doubt to self-ownership, from comparison to confidence, from seeking validation to creating it within. When you start seeing yourself as worthy, as strong, as complete, not in spite of your body but because of it, everything else begins to fall into place. Your relationships, your performance, your happiness. So before you consider any external methods for increasing penile length, look inward. Understand what drives the desire, challenge it, and build your foundation on truth, not illusion. You are enough exactly as you are, and when you truly believe that, your entire life starts to reflect it. When it comes to natural ways to enhance penile length or at least improve its appearance and function, one of the most foundational aspects to understand is the role of exercise and blood circulation. Now, this isn't about doing squats or lifting weights for your arms, though general fitness helps, but rather specific practices that increase blood flow to the pelvic region, strengthen supporting muscles, and improve the overall health of the body, which directly affects sexual performance and even the perceived size of the penis. Let's start with a simple truth. An erection is essentially a hydraulic event. It's blood flowing into the chambers of the penis and staying there. The more efficiently this process happens, the firmer, fuller, and longer the penis appears. So, if you're chasing size or improved function, improving blood circulation is non-negotiable. You need that blood to move freely, smoothly, and at full capacity. That's where both general and targeted exercise plays an important role. There's a group of muscles in your pelvic region known as the pelvic floor muscles. These are the same muscles you use when you stop urinating mid-stream. Strengthening these muscles can greatly improve not only erection quality, but also your ability to control ejaculation, maintain stiffness, and yes, create a more engorged and confident appearance. The best known exercise for these muscles is called the Kegel. Though often associated with women, Kegel exercises for men are incredibly effective when practiced consistently. You simply squeeze the pelvic floor muscles, hold for a few seconds, and release. Doing multiple sets of these daily can lead to a noticeable improvement in erectile control and strength within a matter of weeks. Now, let's talk about manual exercises. One that gets a lot of attention is called Jelqing. It's a slow, controlled stroking motion intended to push blood through the penis while semi-erect, not fully hard. The idea behind this is to train the tissue to expand more over time, much like stretching a muscle. While there's limited scientific research backing this technique, anecdotal evidence from thousands of men across the globe suggests that, when done gently and consistently, it may lead to increased vascularity and minor gains in girth or length over time. But caution is key. This should never be done aggressively. Overdoing it can lead to bruising, nerve damage, or even erectile dysfunction. Gentle, consistent practice over months, not weeks, is the only safe way. Another important factor is general cardiovascular exercise. Running, swimming, cycling, and even brisk walking all promote better circulation throughout the body, including to the penis. Aerobic activity keeps your blood vessels healthy, reduces plaque build-up, lowers blood pressure, and makes it easier for blood to reach all areas of the body. This means when arousal hits, the penis is better equipped to respond with a full, healthy erection. It also improves stamina, endurance, and energy in bed. Regular cardio can indirectly help with the appearance of size because fuller erections give a more impressive visual and physical presence. What's more, a healthy circulatory system helps combat issues like erectile dysfunction and poor libido, which often stem from poor blood flow and heart health. Alongside cardio, incorporating some form of strength training is beneficial too, not necessarily for direct impact on the penis, but for raising testosterone levels. Compound lifts like squats and deadlifts engage large muscle groups, triggering the body's hormonal response. Testosterone is critical for male sexual health, desire, and erectile strength. The more balanced and optimized your hormones, the more likely you are to enjoy natural improvements in performance, sensitivity, and confidence. Remember, size isn't just about physical inches, it's about presence, impact, and satisfaction, all of which are influenced by physical conditioning and internal health. Breathing and yoga also deserve mention here. Yoga postures that stretch the pelvis and improve hip flexibility open up blood vessels and relax tight areas that may be restricting flow. Deep breathing helps oxygenate your blood, which in turn improves circulation. A calm, well-oxygenated system is far more capable of delivering powerful, long-lasting erections than one that's stressed, tight, and poorly circulated. Yoga also improves posture and awareness of the body, both of which contribute to better performance and even better alignment during intimacy, which can influence how your size feels and is experienced by a partner. Let's not forget hydration. It might sound simple, but drinking enough water daily is crucial for circulation. Dehydrated blood is thicker and doesn't flow as easily. The more hydrated your system, the better the flow, the better the erections, and ultimately the better the overall vascular function. Many men report that just increasing water intake can lead to firmer and more reliable performance. It's easy, it's free, and it has immediate benefits across the board. Now, while we're talking about flow and movement, it's also important to address what stops that flow. Sitting for long hours every day compresses the blood vessels leading to your groin. Poor posture, inactivity, and excess belly fat all interfere with the body's ability to deliver strong blood flow to the penis. That's why getting up regularly, stretching, walking, and staying active throughout the day matters. A man with good posture, toned core muscles, and a healthy weight will not only look better and feel more confident, he'll also benefit from more reliable, satisfying physical experiences. Sleep and recovery play a part too. Many growth and repair processes happen when you rest. Your body produces testosterone during deep sleep, especially in the early morning hours. That's why morning erections are often strongest. They reflect your body's hormonal balance and recovery status. Lack of sleep not only kills testosterone, but also damages circulation, increases stress hormones like cortisol, and leaves you tired, unfocused, and physically weaker. None of those things support your goal of natural enhancement. So building a sleep routine is just as important as building a gym routine. Lastly, we need to talk about consistency. None of these changes happen overnight. The body is adaptable, but slow to change. It responds to patterns, not bursts. Doing Kegels for 1 week or jogging once a month won't bring lasting change. But doing small, daily actions over the course of months will. Think of this as building a foundation. You're creating better blood flow, stronger muscles, and healthier systems. These will serve you not just in the bedroom, but in every part of life. In the end, the role of exercise and circulation in natural penile enhancement isn't about magic tricks. It's about understanding and respecting the way your body works. When you treat your body well, when you move it, strengthen it, feed it, and allow it to rest, it responds. It rewards you with energy, confidence, and performance. And that's where real, natural growth begins, not just in size, but in power, presence, and pride. When we talk about natural methods to improve penile length, function, and overall sexual health, one of the most crucial areas to focus on is nutrition. What you put into your body directly impacts how your body performs, how it circulates blood, how it produces hormones, and ultimately, how you feel and function. And while it's tempting to look for shortcuts or quick fix solutions in the form of pills or gimmicks, the foundation of true, lasting change begins with what's on your plate. Because at the root of every erection, every feeling of vitality, and every perception of size is a system fueled by nutrients, minerals, and healthy internal balance. The penis relies heavily on good blood flow and healthy arteries. When you eat foods that promote circulation and vascular health, you're doing much more than just feeding your hunger, you're feeding your potential. Take, for example, foods rich in nitric oxide or those that help the body produce it. Nitric oxide is a molecule that helps blood vessels relax and expand, allowing blood to flow more freely. This is essential for strong erections. Leafy greens like spinach and arugula, beets, pomegranates, and even dark chocolate are all great examples. These foods help the body open up the pathways that deliver blood to the penis, which means they don't just support function. They also impact how firm, full, and long the erection appears. Zinc is another nutrient that plays a pivotal role in male sexual health. Found in foods like pumpkin seeds, oysters, beef, and lentils, zinc is vital for testosterone production. Without adequate levels of zinc, the body struggles to maintain healthy hormonal balance. Low testosterone doesn't just mean lower sex drive, it can also lead to weaker erections, reduced stamina, and even a decrease in the health of penile tissue over time. By incorporating zinc-rich foods into your diet, you're helping your body maintain the very hormones that drive desire, function, and growth. Then, there's L-arginine, an amino acid that's often talked about in the context of supplements, but it's found naturally in foods like turkey, chickpeas, peanuts, and dairy. L-arginine also supports the production of nitric oxide in the body, and it's one of the most studied natural compounds in the realm of erectile health. When consumed regularly through diet, it can help enhance blood flow, improve endurance, and support better erectile firmness. Some men take L-arginine supplements for this purpose, but getting it from food is often safer and more balanced in the long run. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in fatty fish like salmon, walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds, are another key piece of the puzzle. These healthy fats help reduce inflammation in the body and improve heart health. And a healthy heart is essential for strong, consistent blood flow throughout the body, including to the pelvic region. Omega-3s also support brain health and mood regulation, which can indirectly improve libido and confidence. When your mind is clear, your mood is stable, and your body is functioning well, you're more likely to feel strong and connected in intimate moments. Hydration is another often overlooked looked but critical factor. The body is made primarily of water, and blood is no exception. When you're dehydrated, your blood becomes thicker, your circulation slows, and your energy levels drop. Erections rely on smooth, rapid blood flow, so being even slightly dehydrated can lead to noticeable performance issues. Aim to drink at least 2 to 3 liters of water a day. It sounds simple, but consistently staying hydrated can have a massive impact on your physical and sexual well-being. Now, let's move into the world of natural boosters, herbal remedies, and plant-based supplements that have been used for centuries in traditional medicine to support male vitality. One of the most well-known is Panax ginseng, often called the herbal Viagra. It has been shown in some studies to improve erectile function and stamina, largely due to its impact on nitric oxide levels and testosterone. Another is ginkgo biloba, a powerful herb known for increasing blood circulation and sharpening mental focus. When blood flows more easily to the brain and to the genitals, you experience improved responsiveness and sensation. Fenugreek is another herb that's gained popularity for its testosterone-boosting properties. It can be taken in capsule form or used in food. Studies have shown that regular intake of fenugreek can increase libido and support muscle strength, making it a favorite for those looking to improve their body and bedroom confidence at the same time. Maca root, native to Peru, is another ancient remedy used to boost energy, endurance, and sexual desire. It doesn't necessarily increase testosterone directly, but it works on the endocrine system to create a more balanced hormonal environment, which can lead to better mood, energy, and performance. Still, while these herbs and natural supplements can be helpful, they are not magic solutions. They work best when combined with a healthy lifestyle. No single food or supplement will make a dramatic difference unless you're also managing stress, sleeping well, and exercising consistently. The human body is an interconnected system. What you eat is just one piece, but it's a powerful one. It's also important to know what to avoid. Certain foods and habits can sabotage your progress without you even realizing it. Processed foods high in sugar and trans fats can lead to clogged arteries, weight gain, and insulin resistance, all of which impair blood flow and sexual performance. Excessive alcohol dehydrates you, reduces testosterone, and dulls nerve sensitivity. Smoking is perhaps the worst offender. It constricts blood vessels, damages arterial walls, and dramatically increases the risk of erectile dysfunction. If you're serious about improving your natural performance and presence, cutting back on these harmful habits is just as important as adding in good ones. Eating for sexual health doesn't have to be complicated. It's about fueling your body with clean, whole foods that support your systems from the inside out. Fresh fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. These aren't just good for your heart or your waistline. They're good for your sex life, your energy, and yes, even the visual presence and health of your penis. When your body is nourished, your confidence increases. When your hormones are balanced and your blood flows freely, your performance improves. When you feel strong from within, it reflects in every area of your life. There's a quiet power in taking control of what you put into your body. In choosing foods not just for pleasure, but for purpose. When you shift your mindset from eating to fill to eating to fuel, you begin to unlock your potential in ways that are both subtle and transformative. And it's not just about food. It's about how you treat yourself. Every healthy choice is a message to your body that you respect it, and that you're willing to work with it, not against it. In the end, nutrition isn't just the beginning, it's the foundation. You can try all the techniques in the world, but if your body doesn't have the raw materials it needs to function at its best, you'll always be fighting an uphill battle. Start with what you eat. Use food as medicine. And over time, you'll see that natural growth isn't just about physical size, it's about becoming the healthiest, most confident, and most powerful version of yourself. When it comes to natural enhancement, especially improving penile length, function, or performance, there's one critical factor that's often ignored: rest. Not just any rest, but quality, deep, consistent sleep. In our modern, fast-paced world, sleep is often treated like an afterthought, something we squeeze into our schedule rather than prioritize. But here's the truth. If you're not getting enough high-quality sleep, all the exercise, nutrition, and supplements in the world won't give you the results you're hoping for. That's because sleep is where the body heals, rebalances, and rebuilds. It's also when your most important hormone, testosterone, is produced at its peak levels. Testosterone is the hormone most closely linked with male sexual function. It fuels libido, supports the development of muscle mass, and plays a central role in maintaining erectile strength and stamina. It even influences mood, energy levels, and confidence. Low testosterone can lead to fatigue, depression, poor erections, and even shrinkage of penile tissue over time. And the biggest window for testosterone production isn't during your workouts or meals. It's during deep sleep. Specifically, during the REM rapid eye movement cycles, your brain signals your body to release a cascade of hormones, including growth hormone and testosterone. That early morning erection many men experience isn't random. It's a biological marker of good hormonal balance and restorative sleep. But the modern lifestyle often robs us of this vital process. We stay up late scrolling on our phones, watching screens that emit blue light and confuse the body's natural rhythm. We drink caffeine too late in the day, overstimulating our nervous system. We carry stress to bed, tossing and turning, never quite relaxing enough to enter the deeper stages of sleep. All of these habits chip away at the body's ability to recover and reset. Over time, the consequences show up not just in your energy, but in your hormones and sexual health. Men who consistently sleep less than 6 hours a night often experience reduced testosterone levels by as much as 10 to 15%. That's a significant drop, and it's entirely preventable. You don't need a prescription to improve your testosterone naturally. Sometimes, all it takes is giving your body permission to rest, to unplug, to repair itself in the way it was designed to. That means developing a nighttime routine that signals to your body it's time to wind down. Dim the lights. Turn off your devices an hour before bed. Read a physical book. Take a warm shower. Let your mind and body slow down naturally. These are simple habits, but they send powerful signals to your internal clock, the circadian rhythm, that now is the time to enter repair mode. Your nervous system can lower cortisol levels significantly. Over time, this creates a hormonal environment where testosterone can thrive. And when testosterone is balanced, everything improves. Desire, energy, erections, muscle growth, and even mental focus. Another, often misunderstood aspect of this journey is the importance of patience. In today's culture, where instant gratification is expected, we've been trained to believe that if something doesn't work in a week or two, it's not working at all. But the truth is, the body operates on cycles and rhythms that take time to shift. Natural changes in hormone levels, muscle tone, and vascular health don't happen overnight. They are subtle, incremental, and cumulative. It's the result of weeks, months, and even years of consistent effort and care. That's why patience is not just a virtue, it's a requirement. Think about how long it takes to build muscle, lose fat, or learn a skill. These things don't happen in days. They require showing up again and again, even when you don't see dramatic results right away. The same is true here. You may begin practicing pelvic exercises, improving your nutrition, and getting better sleep, but the physical changes may be small at first. Maybe it's a firmer erection, maybe it's a slightly longer duration, maybe it's a renewed sense of confidence or a deeper connection with your partner. These are real signs of progress, even if the tape measure hasn't moved much yet. Another key point to understand is that real growth in every sense isn't just about what you're doing physically, it's also about what you believe. If you're approaching this journey with doubt, with frustration, or with impatience, those emotions can sabotage your progress. But if you approach it with respect for your body, trust in the process, and the willingness to stay the course, the results will come. Your body wants to function well. It wants to heal, grow, and perform, but it needs time, rest, and consistency to do so. There's also a deeper layer to patience, one that involves learning to enjoy the journey. When you stop focusing on the end result and instead appreciate the small daily improvements, everything becomes more rewarding. The better sleep, the clearer mind, the extra strength during a workout, the increased energy during the day. These are not just steps toward a goal, they are the goal. Because when your body feels good, when your mind is clear, and when your hormones are balanced, you're already winning. In the end, the combination of good sleep, hormone optimization, and a patient mindset creates the perfect environment for natural improvement. You don't need extreme measures or miracle cures. You need to work with your body, not against it. You need to give it what it's been asking for all along: rest, recovery, respect. And you need to remember that lasting growth doesn't come from force or speed. It comes from rhythm, from balance, and from the quiet power of consistency. If you truly want to improve your sexual health, function, and confidence, start by mastering the basics. Protect your sleep, calm your mind, support your hormones, and most of all, be patient with yourself. Your body is capable of more than you realize, but only if you give it the time and care it deserves. Let growth happen naturally, and you'll find that not only do you begin to look and feel better, but you start to show up differently in every area of life, from your relationships to your inner peace.